the staff of Sportsman's News and Sportsman's Warehouse as we span the globe in search of big game, small game, waterfowl, upland birds, big fish, and awesome outdoor adventures. If you're a fisherman, then nothing is more exhilarating than an azure sea, a worthy boat, and the chance to ply baits through world-class big game water. Those three things converge south of the border along the Pacific coastline of Old Mexico. Once a secret destination, today a growing number of avid sport fishermen are trekking south to experience the charm and excitement of this friendly neighboring country.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Stout here with Kent Danjanovich from Sportsman's News Television. We're at the Hotel Buena Vista Beach Resort on the Baja Peninsula of Mexico, and we are here to fish for marlin.
Yeah, I talked to Felipe and to Axel Valdez yesterday, and they said that we should be here right in the heart of the striped marlin run. So amongst other great species in this part of the world, I'm really looking forward to today.
So get as excited as I am. Let's go get our boat, Ken.
The majority of the residents living in villages along the Baja Peninsula are fishermen and have been so for many generations. In recent years, there's been a boom of development happening along the entire Baja Peninsula. The type of boats used by the local fleets are called pongas. These are extremely seaworthy crafts of fiberglass construction and equipped with powerful outboard engines. They range from 18 feet to 25 feet, although the average sport fishing panga is 22 feet or 23 feet. Here at the Baja, anglers have a shot at a wide variety of game fish, including wahoo, yellowfin tuna, sailfish, and dorado. But the most sought after of all are the striped, black, and blue marlins. These marlin are taken during all months of the year, but the peak season is when the water temperature is at its warmest, between late July and early November.
There's two of them right there.
Average weights of these members of the billfish family are 135 pounds to 320 pounds. And every season, there are several specimens that are weighed in that tip the scales at almost 1,000 pounds. Mexican fishing guides are extremely knowledgeable when it comes to tracking the movement of the nomads of the deep and regarding what's needed to attract strikes. In The Old Man and the Sea, one of Hemingway's best literary works, an old fisherman named Santiago is utterly impressed with the strength of these fish when he hooks the largest marlin in the water. To Hemingway, the marlin symbolizes the fisherman's perfect challenger. He was impressed by marlin strength and marlin grace. Writhing and jumping, the frenzied motions of a hook-stung marlin requires all the determination, intense concentration, and physical strength an angler can muster. This is not a sport for the weak or faint of heart. It takes a seriously dedicated angler to take up this challenge. Although the average time of a battle is under 2 hours, when a marlin of over 500 pounds is hooked, they can fight a long time, explaining why these are called the king of game fish. Marlin can test the limits of even the most fit and experienced fishermen. No matter how good the fishing is, every day, fishing eventually comes to an end. At Buena Vista, the excitement of the day yields to the traditional hospitality of Old Mexico. Of course, there's landlocked fun too at this resort, where ATVs are ready for the adventurous of heart. The resort offers a variety of activities to guests, including cultural tours, where you can peruse local markets for many items. One of the most sought-after items is local silver jewelry, made from silver mined from the historic Sierra Madre Mountains.
This is Cabo Pomo Bay. It's right in the center of Cabo Pomo National Marine Park. In June of 1995, the Mexican government declared this a national marine park and has been protecting it ever since. The park is about 9 miles long. Like I said, we're right in the center, and it goes about 4 miles this direction, about another 4 miles this direction. And it houses about 250 species of different types of fish. And it seems like in '95, when they declared it a marine park, the fish just seemed to know. And it's a sanctuary. There's no fishing or taking of any sea life, and the fish have just kind of congregated here, and it's a pretty incredible spot. We started this scuba snorkel business about 14 years ago, and it's really become popular. We do daily tours to the marine park and other locations in the area. It seems like the place has not been fished out. Every place we go where there's structure, there's just loads of life here. The area is known for big pelagics, and it's not unusual to see huge grouper, big snapper, lots of rays, manta rays jumping all the time. Once in a while, a whale shark will come by, which is a real treat. The place is known for huge fish, and it just seems to never let us down.
The park has 8 different dive and snorkel sites, which range from 15 to 50 feet in depth. Fish that you will see include needlefish, triggerfish, rainbow-colored parrotfish, eels, and even sea turtles.
Wow, what an experience. I would never have thought there could be so many fish out there. Just different things you see.
The thing that amazes me, I've kind of gotten used to that this is a world-class diving and snorkeling. Look, we got it all to ourselves. It's a national marine park. We're here all by ourselves. It has not been discovered yet.
The Sea of Cortez is blessed almost year-round with near-perfect weather and sea conditions. Sparsely populated since its discovery, the Baja Peninsula has endless miles of white sandy beaches and dramatic scenery. This is truly a paradise for sport fishermen and anglers alike, harboring the most bountiful sea life on the planet. Incredibly, in these azure waters, more than 850 species of fish have been identified. In terms of pure diversity, the Sea of Cortez ranks as one of the world's most productive fishing areas. Found in East Cape waters in large numbers are black, blue, and striped marlin, sailfish, tuna, dorado, Jack Crevalle, pargo, pompano, yellowtail, roosterfish, sierra, and wahoo.
First knot I'm going to tie is a bimini twist. It's a knot used by most fly fishermen in salt water because of a couple different reasons. One is that it's got shock absorbent. Most fly fishermen in salt water use a 20-pound test. Use a 20-pound test tippet or less, as opposed to freshwater. I'm going to tie this. I'm making 20 turns. Now I'm going to take the line with my right hand and put it around my knee. I'm going to take the lines and split them, keeping constant tension with your left hand pulling on the loop. Now with the right hand, I'm going to take and feed this line down, and you'll see as I'm pulling, it's going right down. After a moment, that will stop, and then I will take this and my finger between the loops and pull towards me till it comes to an end. Then I take my fingers, pinch the knot, make an overhand knot around, up, and back, and that is your bimini twist. Next knot is called a snell knot. You start by putting the tag in through the eye of the hook, bringing it out, and then crimping it with your hands. With your right hand, you bring the loop around, through, and such like this, and grasp like so. Pull this tag in to where it's not going to be in your way. And now, you take the loop of the line and wrap it back toward your fingers like such. Probably 6 or 7 times with lighter line, less with heavier line. And then you take the tag in and pull, and it pulls the loop, pulls the loop, pulls the loop, pulls the loop, and pulls it like that, and now you've got your snell knot wrapped around there that is used by almost all offshore fishermen. It's about one of the strongest knots that you can get, and that's your snell knot.
Welcome back to Fishing with Lonnie Stout and Kent Danjanovich of Sportsman's News editorial staff.
Here we are in Buena Vista Beach Resort down in the East Cape, Baja, Mexico. This is a resort that has 30 years on the business. It's a family run operation. We own a 18 boats fleet. We mostly dedicate to fishing around here. The area is known as the striped marlin capital of the world. There's a lot of chances to catch as many fish as you've never seen. There's dorado, yellowfin, tuna, Sierra mackerel, amberjacks, roosterfish, jackrabbits, sailfish, blue marlin, black marlins, a lot of kinds of different species that we fish around here. In the hotel we have 60 bungalows. All of them are connected one to each other. We have a swim-up bar, a big pool, and it's so amazing all the different atmosphere you can get here. You have the desert, then you have the ocean, and then you have oasis with a lot of palm trees, and it's incredible to have fun around. Just snorkel here in front of the beach, see some manta ray jumping on the water, or when you go out fishing you can get to see dolphins, whales, and sea turtles. It's very, very interesting place.
It goes without saying that Lonnie and Kent are going to spend every possible moment here fishing. Fly fishing is becoming a hot sport around the world, and Baja's East Cape is at the forefront of this trend. Situated on the beach looking out toward the Sea of Cortez, which is also known as the Gulf of California, you're only a few steps from some of the most exciting fly fishing available anywhere in the Baja Peninsula. Even before breakfast, you can walk the beach and find where the hot springs beneath the hotel seep into the sea. The warm water attracts the bait fish, which in turn attracts different species that will take a fly. Sierra mackerel, Pacific bonito, ladyfish, Jack Crevalle, and roosterfish. What a way to start the day! The focus here is on providing excellent service, good food and drink, and a chance to catch the fish of a lifetime. The founder and patron of Hotel Buena Vista is Chuy Valdez, an ever-energetic soul who still to this day tends to his guests personally and constantly. Chuy purchased the property in 1981 after having leased it since 1976. Among the most experienced fleets in the East Cape region, Chuy Valdez has 22 boats available. His Super Pongas are open bow sport fishers, powered by outboard motors, and cruisers that go all the way up to 31 feet in length. Boarding the vessels for guests is easy, thanks to a pier constructed on the beach directly in front of the hotel. Captains and crew members are well trained and offer both conventional as well as fly fishing trips. We hope you've enjoyed this peek at fishing in Old Mexico along the Baja Peninsula, which is surely one of the world's top fishing spots.